Greetings, Transformers fans. It is Master Nash here, back with another product action figure toy review. Transformers Studio Series, Age of Extinction, Optimus Prime. This is a brand new figure, recently released, and I like it. Okay, first things first, this is a leader class figure. This costs $54.99. Even though I like this figure, I don't think it's worth the leader price tag, and I'll get into why. But we're going to take a look at the truck mode real quick. He does turn into a Western Star truck right off the bat. The top of the truck will not peg in. I don't understand why. Look, it'll just come right back out. So that is already a huge issue with me concerning the price. But other than that, I think this is a very good truck mode. This depicts the Western Star truck mode that he turned into the movie. So I guess that is good. It is missing a few silver paint details on here. Most likely the sides of the front of the truck. This is painted pretty well. This side looks a little bit sloppy. The gray, I think, should have been silver. I don't like this gray that they're going with here when you have already silver bits already on the truck mode. And that will bleed into the robot mode. But yes, here is Optimus Prime in his Age of Extinction, The Last Night, Western Star truck mode. So that's pretty cool. A little bit of a size comparison real quick. Here we have just a normal deluxe class figure. This is the Transformers Studio Series Bumblebee movie concept art Sunstreaker, just to show you how they scale. So yeah, there's that. And also, I brought out my original Age of Extinction leader class Optimus Prime from when the movie came out, and that is a big difference. That is a huge difference. So, with that out of the way, we are going to transform this wonderful figure into the robot mode. And I will say the robot mode is where this figure does shine. That is where all of the detail comes out. And it is a very complicated transformation. We'll get on with the transformation. And there we have Optimus Prime transformed into his lovely Knight of Cybertron robot mode. And I gotta say, this is depicted very nicely from what we have seen in the movie. Here's a picture of it right here. And the sculpting on this is just amazing. There is so much sculpted detail. I think the head sculpt is very nice. Let's get a close-up on that head sculpt right there. That looks really clean. It looks clean for what Transformers is these days. Very nice. And to get into one of the things that I am not happy with this is there's too much gray on it. This guy is not supposed to be gray, it's supposed to be very silver. But yeah, has a little bit of a backpack, but that's okay. It's not too bad. I honestly just love how everything just it's like a big, the truck mode just opens up and just folds back into this. The sides of the truck folding down into the legs. Very nice. Articulation wise, I do feel like, as for a leader price point, there are some areas that are very well done, mainly the head being on a ball joint. You get a waist swivel, the arms can move, double jointed elbow, even some opening hands. Very, very nice. But they had to sacrifice a few things in the legs, unfortunately. You get hinges on the legs, whatever, but it's right here. It's good, it's well, but it's just, I feel like if they had a little bit more of the budget and compressed the legs down even more to be a little bit more slim, then we would have gotten some better articulation in the legs. But other than that, I think it's okay for what it is. And to get into some more things about this figure that I don't like, just needs just a little bit more. It just needs that silver. But other than that, I think this figure is great in just how it looks. But the heels back here, this is what keeps the figure balanced, where he doesn't fall over. but I got an issue with it. First day I unboxed this thing, I lost one of these. And look how easy it is to lose them. I barely applied any pressure to that. That was just, that's kind of ridiculous how loose these are on that friction joint. And it's just like, it's so easy. Lost one of those. I was on vacation when I got this. Lost it in our little Airbnb room, and I was scouring the bedroom to find that piece. And luckily I did. Well, I guess we'll get into accessories here. And the first one is the arm blade that he used one time in the movie while fighting Galvatron. And it just sticks into his arm right there. And there's his arm blade. This is where, he takes Galvatron. Oh my goodness, what do we have here? We have Galvatron himself, so we can reenact that awesome scene. You have no soul, stabs him, and Galvatron goes,
"That is why I have no feeling. You die."
That's right, Galvatron, you said that perfectly. And then, I want to say he, kicks him in the face or something. I don't know. It's been forever since I've seen that movie. But I just remember that was a really cool line. And sorry if my cat is meowing. He is wanting attention right now. Looking fantastic. We'll get back to him in a minute. Back to the accessories. This is a really cool accessory. I just wish they had a little bit more orange on it because that's what it looked like in the movie. Next we have the Knight's shield right here. This just pegs onto his arm just like that. And it also has another function. He used this quite a few times in the movie. I want to say even in the 5th one, where this doubled as a gun. It doubled as an arm gun. There was a secret little gun on the inside of the shield right there. Looking pretty nice. And again, just pegs onto the forearm, and he can use it as a gun. Set that off to the side, and to his final weapon, we have, it's called the Sword of Judgment, right? Don't know, could be mixing properties up, but here is his sword that he used in the ending of the movie while escaping Lockdown's escape craft. And I do think the sword looks pretty cool with all that greebling on it. And now he is all readied up to ride into battle, fight Galvatron, fight Lockdown. And for the final accessory, we have this little block right here, and you're like, what does that even go to? This actually sticks on his back right here. There's a peg hole right there. This comes with a peg. You just peg that in, take the shield, put it in the back, take the sword, and it just slides right down in there so he can have his sword and shield sheathed away. Very nice. And on to the size comparisons real quick. We're going to bring in some deluxe class figures from the same era of movies. Let's get this guy off to the back a little bit. And here we have Studio Series Crosshairs, one of my favorite characters from the Michael Bay movies. I just thought he was very cool looking with that coat hanging down and the two guns and the goggles. And next is probably one of the worst versions of a character ever brought to screen, and that is Studio Series Hot Rod. And there they are. They look really good together. I'm really hoping that they come out with a new Drift, a Bumblebee. We definitely need a new Bumblebee and a Hound. We need a new movie-verse Hound. And just for a little bit of a fun comparison, here we have the Studio Series 07 Optimus Prime. This is what he looked like before he turned into this Knight version. And lastly, here we have the Takara Tomy exclusive Leader Class Age of Extinction Knight Optimus Prime. And that's a big difference. That guy's huge. So, that is that. And there you have it, everyone. That was the review for the Transformers Studio Series, Age of Extinction, Leader Class, Optimus Prime, and I gotta say, just for some final thoughts, I think the figure is good. I like it. I think it's a good representation of the character and the design from that. Just wish they added a little bit more painting, more paint details on it. It basically just needs some more silver. That is my main takeaway. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to leave a like. If you have any questions or opinions about this guy, make sure to leave a comment down below. And if you like this kind of content, make sure to subscribe. That'll help out the channel a lot. And that is about it. And I will check you guys later. See ya.